What's up, y'all? Real John King here. Welcome to another episode of A Random Road Story. Please like, please subscribe, and please share this video. Hey, this story here took place in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was working the Comedy Catch comedy club there in Chattanooga, and I was working with a comedian who was the feature act. He was the guy in the middle, who I thought me and him was kind of cool. You know, we had worked together on numerous occasions in Birmingham, Alabama. And, we kind of hung out and kind of, did some clubs and some bar hopping around town. Hey, I wouldn't consider him a good friend or even a friend, just an acquaintance from comedy, but he seemed like a pretty nice enough guy, a stand up guy. I didn't have any issues with his character, but it turned out that he wasn't the guy that he projected himself to be. Um, Once again, I worked with him in Birmingham on numerous occasions. Now, the thing about the times that I worked with him, I worked as the opening act in Birmingham because I had an agreement with the club owner there in Birmingham that anytime that I was not working on the road and I had a week off and I was at home, I could just let him know in advance and he would book me there as the host and the MC of the show. And I did that on occasions. And when I'm booked as a host or an MC, that's exactly the job that I do. I go up and I host the show. And just to get the crowd's attention on the stage, to settle them down, to do the announcements. I'm not there trying to kill. I'm not there trying to make it unworkable for the guy that got to follow me. So the guy that I'm talking about, he has passed away now. So I'm not going to bring his name up because I think it's only fair that if I'm going to put some information out that he is here and able to dispute the particulars or whatever I say happened. And once again, he's passed away, so I'm not going to bring his name up, but I am going to tell the story. Um, Once again, he was working as my feature act, and I was the headliner at the Comedy Catch in Chattanooga. So we did a couple of shows, and on both shows, um, he went up, and I noticed that he you know, was as high energy and did everything he could to try to destroy that room. And when I say destroy, I mean to get the most laughter and the most response he could out of the crowd. It just seemed odd. He seemed like he was just going through a lot of extra effort. And generally at the beginning of the week, you know, we just, the first couple of shows we're kind of just getting a feel of the room. But I found out the next day from the club owner. He called me to his office and he said, "John, I just want you to know that feature act is telling me that you're not a headliner." And he said, "But I know better. I know that you are." He said, "But he's telling me that you're an opening act and you open up for him, and I might want to consider switching y'all because he don't know if I'm going to be able. I mean, he don't know if I'm going to be able to follow him, for all the shows that's scheduled for that week." And I'm thinking, wow, man, why would he do that? And I thought about it for a minute and I said, well, maybe because he's only seen me as an opener and he think that what I am. But even if he did or didn't know that I was a headliner, I don't understand why that he would go and say that to a club owner, to try to put me in a bad light and put itself in a better light. You know, if you think you qualified to headline, then go up and do the job and get moved up. I mean, that's what I did. So I never let him knew that the club owner had told me that. And the dude was two faced it the whole week, man. He pretended like we was cool, man, and he wanted to hang out. And I made excuses not to hang out. And maybe he did figure out what had happened. Maybe he didn't. But I don't understand why a comic has to tear down another comic to make himself look better. So I just let it. I just let it go at that because, you never get to know people fully. Just spending a couple of nights with them at a club or in a comedy club don't mean that they're going to show them their true self. And I never would have guessed that this dude was a backstabber like that, man. I never. There was nothing in the character that showed that he would be capable of doing something like that. But it turned out that he was, and he did. He did, man. He tried to get me taken out of my position so he could have that position. Which I think you should earn it. Going and saying stuff to a club owner. I don't think that's earning the right to be in the headline position. But anyhow, that's it for that story, and I'll see y'all next time on a random road story. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Take care.